coming to you in stunning wolf sound. A Simple Rema production. Here on the hill on the hill, here on the hill, take a walk. High on the hill on the hill, high on the hill, here on the hill on the hill, high on the hill on the hill, high on the hill on the hill, there on the hill on the hill, here on the hill on the hill.
That second monitor isn't working. It may not be patching.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Mr. and Mrs. President, members of the audience, the decomposing body of Ethel Mormon, welcome to the special Kung Fu edition of Fritz Jünker's Ordinary Iowa. Tonight on the menu, Bill Boone, a man that is certified in something, Dr. Hector Avalos and his Miracle Hanzo Jelly. Also, recap of Fritz's brutal beating on the last show, Story Corner, more of my thoughts on the toilet, Dwayne Sharp from Slyco, Walter Kurtz and Calypso Now, and mondo amounts of exciting kung fu action, as always, in stunning wolf sound. So sit back, relax, rehydrate, we don't care. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the hardest working man in Iowa State show business, good guy, Fritz Jünker.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're really too kind. Lovely, lovely studio audience as always. And not a single face that I've seen before. It's always good to see. Greetings to all the deadheads out there tuning in by mistake to our show this evening. Of course, the Burly Bear Network here at STV9 is airing their lovely rendition of The Long Strange Trip Continues or something like that. I don't know. So but I know you're all confused, but just hang in there. It's a decent show, right? Yeah. But anyway, the Ordinary Iowa extension of the Great Hookah is right outside of Exhibit Hall. It's, you can't miss it. It's a big tube, 9 foot long or so, coming out of the wall. It says Ordinary Iowa right on it. It's beautiful. Let's see, what else is going on around here, Jamie? Let's see, I don't know. What? Oh, go ahead. We're through. We're through with that. Well, with that one, you can turn the page. Okay, the secret's out. The secret's out. Is this the right camera? We're using cue cards. I'm sorry. Oh, this one now. This is insane, the things I go through. Anyway, no, I'm supposed to look at it. Okay. Well, how about those nutty cloned monkeys, everybody? Yeah, that's right. I'm sure you've heard of them. They're cloned monkeys, and they look similar or something. Also, if you didn't know, they were talking about the other things they cloned before. They cloned a lamb, named it Dolly or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know if even if the monkey's named Dolly, I really don't care. But I hear from a source that the next animal is a llama. Now, you can draw your own conclusions, but Dolly Llama, is he coming back? Is he? No, that's right. So, I'm sorry. That was Dave's joke. I had nothing to do with that. Well, maybe you've also heard the GSB recently cut some of STV9's funding, about 1/3 of our budget. And of course, ooh, yeah, that's bad. We'll pretty much go under real fast. And the first show that's going to go under is going to be this one. Because they think we're insane. Actually, I have a quote here from the, where did I put that? The STV9 management. They are, speaking of the show, of course, they are insane. They are insane. My God, they are insane. So that's right. Thank you. No, that's not done yet. They said that the insane, however, still can hold bake sales. So we're going to be holding a bake sale probably somewhere on Central Campus, and I have a list of some of the items. We're going to have a duck, my mom, Martin Jischke, Twinkies, and really big glasses of water. So look for that on campus. I'm sure that'll be exciting. Oh, and well, speaking of Ordinary Iowa, our website, which some of you may have discovered, maybe it doesn't work yet, but we thought it would, but it will be soon. Anyway, regarding to websites and interactiveness, you can still send hate mail. You can still send bombs to the show. Send those to Pete the Sound Guy. There's no problem. And also, we do accept verbal abuse over the phone lines at 238-HATE. That's right, 238-HATE. So look for that too. So today on the show, lovely, we're going to do a beating recap of the last show. Of course, yes, everybody saw that. The thoughts on the toilet. I'm going to wander up here now. Let's see, we're going to have a story corner, which is a new, oh my gosh, there's a hole in the stage. And sharp toes here and lots of exciting kung fu action. So let's get the show started, shall we? Oh. So anyway, we're going to go straight to the recap of the beating on the last show. Let's take that now.
Hello, Russ with Ordinary Iowa. I'd like to show you a little shot of my ring there. This is the one that smacked this man in the mouth. If you'll notice, I'm coming over the desk, and I rear back to hit him, miss, then I hit him. That went wrong. Let's look at it again. Okay, I jump over the desk. Okay, it looks good. I try it again. Okay, boom, I hit him. Then I start thinking, this is where it's gonna hurt. Okay, I rear back, I try, nail him. That's how you do it. Because Fritz is not much of a man. Let's look at it there. There, okay, coming over. Okay, my arms rear back. Miss. Then I nail him. Had to hurt. I'm sure that hurt a lot because I got a lot of strength in these arms. Let's look at this here. This would be the blood on his mouth. Little boy's got some blood. Look at it. Oh, maybe you should get something. Oh, I am Fritz Jünker, and Ordinary Iowa is for me. I got blood. Oh, I better wipe it off. Wipe it off. Gotta wipe it off. Oh, let me do it again. Oh, somebody kiss me. And oh, it hurts. I'm a big German. Okay, now let's look at this all one more time.
Let's try out the interactive
let's hear him.
segment again.
Maybe we can hear that little shot.
Didn't out very well last time, but
Oh, he knows not to mess with me.
It's time for another
Let's take a look here.
Iowa
The
segment.
choices for the interactive
Would you
Iowa
like to see
were to see a piercing,
A,
a
I would like
tattooing,
to see a
or a
piercing.
beating. And
B,
we all know
I
that the
would like
best
to see a
choice is to
tattooing.
give the beating.
C,
Fritz.
I would like to see Fritz beaten again.
So let's
Please press the button and make your selection.
Takes a while for him to tally it up because, you know, it's a big computer. But
Fritz, you're not going to like
I had a
this.
lot of strength in my hands to hit him. So let's look.
oh,
Fritz
gee,
is
that's
sitting
a
there.
shame.
What a weenie.
It's like
Here comes me. Oh, I miss him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Boom. Boom. Right there's how it's done. This is Russ with Ordinary Iowa with a Ordinary Iowa beating. Thank you. Good night.
I have come for vengeance.
Foolish mortal, what makes you think you can withstand my punishment again?
I have been trained in the ancient art of spam warfare. Prepare to meet your doom.
The rivers will run red with the blood of your nose. My, your powers have grown. Last time we met, you were no stronger than a little girl.
You'll find that I'm full of surprises. I am now trained in Kung Fu, as well as stir fry. That man was no more than a mere buzzing fly to me. I could go for a beverage right now.
Thank you. Sometimes you just got to take care of business. Well, we're going to go to a break, and we're going to see commercials and stuff like that. But we'll be back very soon with more exciting Ordinary Iowa stuff. Thank you. Come back. Excellent.
We want to see our children succeed. But setting easy goals for our kids creates the toughest obstacle they'll ever face. Because succeeding in the real world isn't easy. Help the effort to raise standards in America's public schools.
Here it comes.
The old tax booklet.
Let's get busy.
I'm ready.
You got chewed up last year.
Here's a new twist.
He's gonna file his taxes?
By phone? What, no forms to mail?
I hate this.
We're finished.
Wait a minute. Here we go!
Stay sharp, Woody.
Telefile from the IRS. Watch for your booklet in the mail. It's free, it's fast, it works.
Good point. There's always the crossword puzzle.
Oh, hello, hello. Welcome back to the lovely, ooh, nice, to the Kung Fu show. Thank you. Okay, so it's about 7:82, and I guess that means it's time to bring out our first guest for the evening. If we could do that now, I think that'd be great. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please show your love for Bill Boone?
it's an honor. It's an honor, Mr. Boone.
An honor to be
welcome back to the show.
Back to the show.
Back to the show, because you were here before, you know. Hey, now, is it obvious that my chair is much shorter than Mr. Boone's? Is this obvious to the audience? Look at this piece of crap. Look at this. This is junk.
We have no funding, Fritz.
Yeah.
I'm just taller from the shoulders up.
It's the funding cuts. The chairs go first, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, Mr. Boone, you were on the show before. I don't know if anyone knows that, but maybe right now we will show them how and why you were on the show in this wonderful arm wrestling championship, which of course you won. So if we could take to that video now of Mr. Boone.
Oh, yes! Oh, hey!
Sorry. So yes, that was Bill Boone in, I believe, show 87, I think. Ooh,
Lots of neat stuff.
props. Well, what do you do here at the university, first of all?
Well, I sometimes have been accused of teaching, but I only
don't do that.
do that on the side. Yeah. I do teach in landscape architecture, and I also teach, or try to teach, creativity here on campus. I can hear it now.
That's creativity flowing through the building.
It's in the building. I can feel it, yes.
Okay, so this creativity class I've heard is Design 129.
129. That's it.
129. Okay.
It's sort of introduction to failure.
Introduction to failure? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, speaking of failure and students and all, I've just heard rumor. Whoa! I've heard rumor from some various students that you're insane. Now, I don't know if I can verify this or if you can even, but this is the word that's out there. Not that that's a bad thing, because you heard the quotes from the management of STV9. Mm-hmm. They're insane. My God, they're et cetera, et cetera. How do you respond to such a claim?
Well, I take it as a high compliment. Actually, it's something I've been shooting for years.
Yeah.
And I think I finally made it. So we're getting there.
Welcome aboard.
Yes.
on the train to. Probably my grandma's house, I don't know. Okay, so what is this stuff on the desk anyway?
Well, this is sort of a pet of mine. It's a green worm or caterpillar. I take it to class for, about the first quarter.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
That's stuffed in, like...
It's stuffed?
Yeah,
it
it's
isn't
not really
real?
a caterpillar.
Gee, it was moving just...
Oh, I get it. You're trying to make a point of some sort. Sorry.
Well, it sort of epitomizes the way most people think, kind of slow and green and a little bit ugly. So I try to show them that through creativity, they can change their thinking styles so it becomes something beautiful. And that's what worms do, is they eventually, crack out
the Velcro comes apart.
The Velcro comes apart of the worm every time, and out comes, a beautiful butterfly.
Oh, wow.
Well,
the audience loves the butterfly.
Maybe not beautiful, but as soon as it pumps up,
We take what we can get.
And then, of course, during the course, we teach them how to pump them up, so it really works.
So what's this crazy red thing?
Well, that's Hoberman's expanding globe. Hoberman was an architect. He still is, in fact. He still practices. This is not one of these practices, though, that this one works.
This works. It looks a lot like a polyp I had removed.
A polyp? Well, it's probably smaller than the one you had removed.
Yeah.
But this thing is really the taking of another idea and putting it together into sort of a geodesic dome thing, and it becomes fantastic. Because you remember the old elevators where you grab the expanding metal door?
Why, yes, I remember these.
You remember those?
I do.
Well, he took this idea, and did this
So
with
is this going to be a tricky... Holy cow.
And it expands into... something, or not, see?
Wow, that's marvelous.
Isn't that something?
I love that all to death.
And that's creativity at work. You take somebody else's idea, or you take something from the past, you put it together with something new, and you've got a new idea, and maybe a new building.
It sort of goes along with my coffee mug this evening.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
It's like fungus in the refrigerator.
Fungus in the refrigerator.
Yeah,
exactly. Wow. Hey, wow, that's neat. I've also heard, in addition to your lovely props, that you do something called a silly segment.
A silly segment every time we meet, yes.
Do you think it would be possible to do a silly segment?
To do a silly segment here?
Maybe the audience?
With the audience. That would be possible, sure.
Okay, well how do we
Did you have one in mind? oh,
this one. This one here.
Oh, this audience.
This
I
one
see,
will
yes.
do.
We could work with this audience.
Well, let's do this. Let's do it.
All right. One of the things we do in a silly segment is to loosen up and to try to become more childlike. So this audience will have much trouble because they all look like children out there anyway. But
ooh, yeah, they do.
But if you could sort of turn to the person next to you and take your right hand and put it over your head in the audience, over like this. Everybody put their right hand over your own head. I'm sorry. And then you bring it down over your nose, and then you pull up on your nose and open your mouth and go. And that's the bat face, and that's sort of a silly segment, and I swear if you do this at a restaurant, you will get the waiter's attention, believe me.
Well, that calls for some rice. Would you like some rice? By chance?
Would I by chance? No, but I'll take it if you've got it.
Well, we got some rice. There you go.
All right, thank you.
Well, that's great. And you also get a lot of, I've heard you got a lot of media coverage for all these things that you
Well,
tend to
yeah.
do.
As a matter of fact, over the past 10, 15 years, we've had various projects on television year after year. One of the first ones that got on TV was when we had the students design an apparatus that would throw a water balloon at a target, and I was the target.
So you were the target.
I was the target, yeah. And I learned from that
Sounds
you never do that within 25 feet of the object. That was a very dangerous part of the
Were you
course.
lacerated?
I was, if you ever been hit by a water balloon from 25 feet that's been stretched probably 30 feet in the other direction, it's like a cannonball. They really don't break. They just sort of take you with them.
Ow.
Then we did one where they had to design a way to walk across Lake Laverne without getting wet, and that was kind of a challenge. See, I try to give them projects which they can't succeed at, so they're going to fail anyway, right?
Yeah. That's good.
And that's part of the course.
I mean, when they don't fail, how do you grade on this stuff?
When they don't fail,
Yeah,
well,
that'd be great.
we can work it in if they don't fail, yeah. That's a tough one, but we work with that.
Okay.
We've also done things like Rolling Stones, where they had to roll down the hill, change form, and there has to be one student aboard, whatever it was, in the process. Or we slept out all night on campus, beneath the campanile, and in cardboard boxes of our own design, like the homeless, and It was a March night that was 29 degrees and a 25-mile-an-hour wind.
Why, Bill, that's silly.
Oh, it was memorable. And that clock gongs every 15 minutes. Did you ever?
Yeah, I bet that thing really stinks. Okay, one last question for you.
Yeah.
Does Ordinary Iowa fit the mold? In your opinion, does this particular show, does it fit the mold? Do you think we would fail?
I think if you're talking about the same kind of mold I was when we were talking about the refrigerator, you're in there.
All right. We're mold. That's good to know. That's good to know. Well, excellent. Mr. Boone, thank you for coming out to the lovely program. And we shall talk to you after this break that we're going to go to right now. That wasn't very good. Huh? Bad
I grab my props and run.
Thank you. Are we through?
Birthday, that is what I've been told. What a wonderful birthday, you're 1 more year old. On the cake there'll be candles all lighted for you, and the whole world is singing happy birthday to you.
If you don't stop someone from driving drunk, who will? Do whatever it takes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming back to the show. Speaking of rice and the Kung Fu show, that was a really big bite. We are going to now take a look at what is called the Kung Fu Epic.
You will hand over the purse, or perish!
You have no chance. The purse is mine.
I will have to defeat you then.
You are no match for my kung fu.
You will die by my blazing fist, you worthless duck.
Aha! Box!
You cannot defeat me. Oh, I see. You are more powerful than I anticipated.
Ah, you fool! I'll use Kung Fu on you now!
Oh, where's that boy at? I want my purse back. I hope he's all right.
Touch of death. You have been a worthy opponent. However, you have been defeated. I will give this back now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really need something in here. Here it is. I need these. I kind of like them.
I'm never doing anything nice again.
Thank you, young man. You have a very nice day.
Hi. I'm gonna read you a story. One freaking rubber ducky, okay? Huh? Let's go. Oh my God, look at this guy. He's naked and he's got a rubber ducky. Oh my God, what is he doing, huh? One freaking rubber ducky. And he's got 2 freaking roller skates and they're red, huh? And 3 birthday cakes? Who has 3 birthdays on the same day? I don't know. This guy does, I guess. 4 friendly goldfish? They're freaking friendly. And they're goldfish, huh? 5 jelly sandwiches. Who eats 5? I don't know. I don't care. Let's get to the end. The end's a good part, okay? Let's get here. Okay, 8, 9, 9, 8, 8, 9, 0, 10. 10 tiny Tweedlebugs. What's a Tweedlebug? Huh? And there's 10 of them. Why are they 10? I don't know. He's got 10 of them. I don't know. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that lovely, lovely rendition of One Rubber Ducky. That's just great. Hey, that's fabulous. What's next up on this exciting, lovely show? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yes. Now I know. Our good friend Chris Bradshaw, who's also our announcer, hi, shut up. Periodically he thinks and he sits on his toilet. And we're not very proud of it, but he still does it, and we let him do it. So let's go to Chris and some of his thoughts.
Dear Mom, just thinking of you here. By the way, you'll be glad to know they decided to drop the charges. I'll never be doing that out in public again. I feel so sheepish. Get it? Sheepish? Anyway, everything's going great. Everyone's having a good time here, and I'm working really hard on the show. I mean, sure, Fritz is a slave driver and doesn't let us eat meals. Pete, the sound guy, I think is dead, and we have some crazy guy and some mouse telling us to kill people. I don't know if I can go on here. I don't like it. But anyway, you know, I know I have to do the work and get the grades and do all that fun stuff if I ever want to achieve my goal of being the next Chevy Chase of late night. But I just don't know if I can do it with all these bad people here. But maybe I should just follow in Dad's footsteps. Custodial arts, that's the way to go. Just cleaning toilets and urinals. Wait, why would I want to do that?
Oh, gee, that's real nice. We're going to go to another break now, and we'll see you back here with Dr. Hector Avalos.
Join host Fritz Jünker and the Midwest's most deranged television production crew for the late-night TV adventure of your lives. Meet marvelous and interesting people. Go to exotic, faraway lands. Indulge in the neurotic intoxication that is Iowa. Ordinary Iowa, 8 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays, only on STV9.
Trees make a world of difference between sand and dirt and shaded parks for baseball, picnics, and quiet walks. Between steamy, sun-baked streets and friendly, shady neighborhoods. Trees make a world of difference. Between drab and unpleasant places and Tree City, USA's, where it's a pleasure to live every day. To learn about Tree City, USA, write the Arbor Day Foundation. Support Tree City, USA, and let trees make a world of difference for you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, gracious studio audience. Whoa, gracious studio audience. Sorry. Oh yeah, guest. We generally have two of them. Thank you. Our next guest is a professor in both religious studies, Latino studies, I believe. He can verify this himself. Let's welcome our second guest to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, aren't you glad it's Dr. Hector Avalos?
Welcome to the show, sir. How nice of you to join us here on this lovely show.
Thank you very much.
Did you see the new chair I got?
Oh, I did. I liked it.
It's a beauty.
Very much so, yeah. Your leg is looking a lot better, I must say.
Yeah, I know.
Since I worked on it last time.
Yes, I know. You're good at that.
Oh, yeah.
You're very good at that. Mr. Avalos, what do you do here at the university?
Well, I am assistant professor of religious studies.
So I got that one right?
Yes.
Okay.
I do all of the Bible courses. And I'm also the chair of the Latino Studies program.
And you're also now turned on.
And also turned on, yes. I don't know why I'm attracted to you.
All right, that's pretty good. He said he'd be funny on the phone. He said he'd be funny.
No, I'm the chair of the Latino Studies program and do the Bible courses here.
Okay.
And so, anything you want to know about the Bible,
where can I get a copy?
Well, actually, I don't know.
Hotels across the land?
That's right, in hotels across the land.
That's good enough for me.
And of course, my specialty is interpretation and how perceptions and presuppositions can affect interpretation and perception of reality. For example, Fritz, say guess a number between 1 and 10. And
okay. A whole number.
Yeah, the whole number, not a fraction. Between
I really like fractions.
1 and 10.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Now, why don't you tell me the number?
Why it's 7, Dr. Avalos.
7. My goodness. Could that be it?
Yeah, that's the number.
Yeah. See, so.
Well, that's
yes. The presuppositions affected your interpretation of reality. So
basically, we can change anything we want.
Oh, we can change anything we want. Of course, my props are from the not as good as Bill's over there. They're from the Bob Dole campaign.
Of course not.
And we know how good he was at reading voters' mind.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it. Anyway, okay, so into this whole religion, Bible thing.
Yes.
I happen to know from a source. Usually my sources are reliable ones, like rumor and small children. But this time from a different source, that when you were about 7 or 8, you were doing something that maybe most 7 or 8-year-olds were not doing. Could you tell our lovely viewing audience what that might have been?
Well, I was a faith healer. I was born in Mexico and came to Arizona And during most of my childhood, I was a Pentecostal faith healer. You know, like Jimmy Swaggart.
But smaller.
But smaller.
And more agile.
And not as rambunctious as Jimmy Swaggart. And I was a little straighter than Jimmy Swaggart. I didn't have some of the vices that you might have heard he
Well,
had.
you know, you were 7.
Yes, I was 7.
He had some years on you.
That's right. I looked, but I never went beyond that.
Okay.
But yes, I was a faith healer, and so that's how I got my talent. And how,
Do you still have it in you? That's what I want to know.
well, I don't know. I thought I did a pretty good job with your leg last time. How has it been?
Well, yes, this is true. Dr. Avalos once extended one of my legs because one was longer than the other.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do the same for his ratings here. But
Right, that's bad.
Yes.
Would you be willing, perhaps, maybe you can sense someone out in the audience who might need some
Well,
work?
I don't know, Fritz. Is your leg all right? Or
My leg is fine.
Anybody have a leg that's a little shorter than the other? I can work on that. Anybody want to try that?
Maybe, let's see, who? Dave, come here. You look like you got some serious problems. Dave Beeson, one of the writers for the show. I can just smell it a mile away.
You can smell it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we need him to sit in a chair, of course.
Okay, well, we'll give him...
Sure, we can do that.
That chair?
That chair's fine.
Okay. There you go, Dave. I'm sure this will be nice. I'll just sit back casually and watch.
Well, as you can see, if you can have him pull this way and extend your legs as much as you can there.
Let's raise him up a little.
Yeah. You can see how one is obviously shorter than the other.
It's true.
Now, by simply calling on any deity, can you think of a deity like, say, Marilyn Manson?
Ethel Merman?
Marilyn Manson, in the name of Marilyn Manson, we're going to straighten out and have these legs even. Why, you can see now they are perfectly even. Yes, sirree. So,
how do you feel, Dave? You feel good?
Can you walk?
Great.
Oh, can you walk? Great.
Look at him walk.
I can walk.
That's great. Wow, that was really marvelous to see such a healing on our very little podunk show here.
Now,
you got something in the bag. It looks like.
Again, these are Bob Dole props.
Oh man, he's insane. So we got some patches,
my specialty is how presuppositions affect interpretation and perception of reality.
Okay. We should probably move the rice at this point.
Yes. Have 2 boxes here. One's A and B.
Box A and B, of course.
Now, on the basis of hearing, I want you to tell me which one has items in it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now
well,
we're
on
going
the basis of hearing.
Now I'm going to mix them around. Which one had the?
Well, it seemed to me that A, perhaps.
This one.
Yes, that one.
This one. No, it doesn't have anything in it. Now, let's mix them around. Which one do you have?
Which one has stuff in it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the one that you shake with.
A or B. I have 2 choices. A or B.
A.
Nope.
Nope. Fritz is an idiot.
I think it's
Fritz is a complete fool.
Yeah, it's B. I think it's B.
Yeah.
But let's switch it around again.
Okay.
Now, are you sure? Which one is it?
I think it's C, actually.
C. No, not a choice.
Oh man, B.
B. No.
Nothing there.
No, see, your hearing is totally affected by your presuppositions. Oh.
Well, I can do something.
Maybe
with
it's
that.
the rice.
I'm not going to stick a chopstick.
No,
in
don't
for
do
the
that.
show. I do a lot of stuff for the show, but I'm not sticking a chopstick.
Oh, okay.
Here.
Yeah, it affected my hearing on this side.
Wow. Also, you're all kinds of crazy into Latino studies here at the university. Tell us about that.
Well, it's a program that started in 1994 in the spring, and started with Introduction to Latino Studies. Now we have added sociology of Latinos, literature, religious themes in literature, and pretty soon we have a search going on now for a faculty member in U.S. Latino literature, which we hope will culminate soon.
Is it possible that I could assume that position?
Oh, it's possible. Yes, yes.
I love positions and titles and.
That's right.
So Latino Studies program that's picking up here at Iowa State University.
That's right.
Of course, and by the looks of her, we're almost done.
Oh,
but anyway, look into it, everybody. Which camera? That one? Look into it. That one. I don't know. Anyway, Dr. Avalos, thank you very much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Exciting, legs healed and whatnot.
That's right.
We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back.
Thank you, sir.
Have the power to change the world.
I can change the world one child at a time.
I know I can make a difference in those children's lives.
I teach.
I teach. Yes, they're teachers, but to the kids they reach, they're heroes.
I teach.
Do you have the power to wake up young minds, to be someone's hero? Teach. To make an impact on our future, call 1-800-45-TEACH. Be a teacher. Be a hero.
Vince, come on, we're late.
This headbanging is more fun than going through a windshield.
Good night from Iron Maiden. Drive home safe. Remember to strap yourselves in with your safety belts. You don't want to end up like Eddie. Belt up. Don't be a dummy.
Papa's in the icebox.
How you doing? Do you suffer from reclusiveness? Are you ugly, fat, disgusting, repulsive? Do you have toe rot, back rot, butt rot, back rot? Did I say back rot? Do you have shoulder rot? Are you suffering from hair loss? Do you have too much hair? Well, hello, my name is Dwayne Sharp, and I'm here to tell you you don't have to feel that way anymore because it's all manual labor. That's right, my name is Dwayne Sharp, and even though I haven't done a bit of manual labor in my entire life, I am here to tell you that I am the mark of beauty, and it's all because of the Sexy Mop 2000. That's right, the Sexy Mop 2000 from Sharp Co. Companies. The Sexy Mop 2000 is the first step into the 21st century because the Sexy Mop 2000 not only adds to your vernacular beauty, but it doesn't detract from it like other companies' mops. Diane, would you like to test out the Sexy Mop 2000, please? Diane is going to take some long, sexy mopping strokes, if you know what I mean. Now, as you'll notice, the mopper, the moppy, the mop, and the floor all become one seamless, sexist streak. That's real good mopping, Diane. She's been practicing that all day. Now, that's all because of the Sexy Mop 2000's patented center of gravity control system. That's right, the Sexy Mop 2000. Now, don't just believe Dwayne Sharp, that's me. Let's hear a valued customer and see how happy he is. Valued customer, are you there?
Hello?
Yes. What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Ebbie Glickman. I'm from Southern California.
Hello, Ebbie. Tell us your story.
I just called to tell you how much my wife and I love our Sexy Mop, and we owe it all to you.
Well, thank you very much, Ebbie.
Before we got the Sexy Mop, chores around the house were a real bore, and our romantic life was suffering. Then we got Sexy Mop, and change has been more than dramatic. We have found new ways to love each other through our housekeeping. Each of us has dropped 50 pounds, and now Cheryl's expecting.
Well, congratulations. I'm always happy to hear from a valued customer. Thank you very much, Ebbie.
Thank you, Dwayne.
And congratulations on that baby. Good luck. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, how much could this possibly cost? Well, most Sexy Mops cost around $300, but we're going to waive the advertising fee. Now we're looking at $200 to $150. We'll look at the lower price, $150. We're going to cut that in half to $75. We're going to take a pen and paper, write $75 down, chew it up and spit it out the window, because right now the Sexy Mop is only going to be $29.95. That's right, $29.95 for the Sexy Mop 2000. That's not all. We're not only going to give you the Sexy Mop, we're going to give you the Beauty Bucket, a free gallon of water, and the sensuous sponge. Are there any questions? I said, are there any questions?
Something I'd like to bring up, Dwayne.
What's that, Diane?
There's something I'd like to bring up, Dwayne.
I bet there is. All right, the sensuous sponge. This is the sponge that not only washes, but this is the kind of sponge that your boyfriend calls up and says, honey, aren't you spending too much time with that sponge? This is the kind of sponge that your mother doesn't want you bringing home for dinner. Thank you, Diane. This is the kind of sponge that on Friday night, when you've called everybody else and they're not home, this sponge is home and you know it'll give you an easy clean. How come feeling clean feels so dirty? Now, then there's those times you come home and the sensual sponge is gone. Your neighbor says, I think I saw your sensual sponge with your dust rag. And that's all right, because things like that happen. I'm sorry. Call 1-600. Sexy mop. That's right, 1-600. Sexy mop to get the mop, the beauty bucket, the gallon of water, and the sensuous sponge. That's right, the sensuous sponge. Flash the number. Is it up? Are the cameras off?
Thank you, Duane, with that lovely message. Yeah, so I'm going to run out and get those. Oh gosh, so Kung Fu show is still in effect, of course, but I know everybody's enjoying the intense Kung Fu action. That's right. So, you know, a couple days ago I was in preparation for the show because I spend a lot of time preparing for the show. I don't do stuff just right before the show, ever. I was preparing for the show and, of course, expecting a Kung Fu battle like we saw in the beginning. And now we're going to take a look at the cause behind my ultimate success there against the oppressors and whatnot. So we're going to actually go now and look at how I could maneuver and manage such an amazing task as defeating Russ, blah, 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 blah. Let's take a look at that.
Yes, Fritz, it is me. It is Martin Yan, your master. Abide in my ways, and I shall lead you. Yes, my son. You must exercise your courage and your endurance for television, Fritz. Good, son. Very good. Symbolizes all your oppressors. That's right, son. Good. Very good. Remember my national television series? If Yan can cook, so can you, Fritz. No obstacle is too strong.
Hey, where's my dub over there? Give me a dub over.
I am a very bad host.
Thank you.
That was worse than a toilet pack.
Okay, so apparently, I guess, well, I'm gonna eat a little rice here, but that's how I win all my kung fu battles, and I had nothing to do with that script. Anyway, we're gonna go. Sorry, pardon my rice eating, but we're gonna go to another break eventually, and then we're going to see a commercial or something, I don't know. And
Did you bring enough for everyone, Fritz?
No. I think we have rice, but there's some more. I tried to offer Bill Boone some rice, and he didn't want any. Do you want some now? Yeah. Maybe during the break. Okay, well, we're going to go to a break, and we'll come right back to ordinary Iowa after that. Thank you.
After a while, she introduced herself.
Uh-oh, Vince. They're really cracking down on safety belts these days.
What's up, officer?
I'm giving you a ticket for committing an A-level. Safety belt violation.
Compliments of Barney Fife. We never wear safety belts. We're dummies. Weisenheimers. He gave us a ticket.
Man's got to do what he's got to do.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Looking gorgeous, handsome hunky, posing. Say a few words. Who are you? Look at this outfit.
If you don't stop someone from driving drunk, who will?
Say cut.
Do whatever it takes.
What do you want me to do?
Live and direct from the swampy marsh wasteland, it's Calypso Now with your host, Walter Kurtz.
Welcome to Calypso Now. I'm your host, Walter Kurtz. Today's grand prize is a no-expenses-paid trip to the jungles of Cambodia. Now, let's meet our guests. Charlie, you are a captain on a luxury cruise liner. How long have you been doing that?
About 3 months, Walt.
Any advice for audience members that are planning a trip?
Never get out of the boat, man. You gotta remember, never get out of the boat.
Okay, I see. Our next doomed contestant is Arvin. Arvin, you are a corporate axeman. Can you tell us exactly what you do?
I terminate. Terminate with extreme prejudice.
Okay. Let's play the game. Question 1 is for Arvin. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Arvin, if you were a common house plant, what plant would you be?
A fern.
I'm sorry, but that is an incomplete answer. Question now goes to Charlie.
He would be a mangled and chewed up fern with pieces thrown about the room, Walt.
Judges? Correct. You may choose a finger.
Left index finger, please.
Ah! Ah! Are you an assassin?
No, I'm a grocery clerk sent to collect the bill.
How much?
$4.50.
Keep it.
Thanks.
Well, it's time for our lightning round. Grab your buzzers. I'll ask you a series of questions. You'll have 2 seconds to answer. If you answer incorrectly, or refuse to answer, you receive 16 amps of electricity. Are you ready? Here we go. How many leaves were in the Yukon on December 12th? What color am I thinking of?
White. Blue.
Sorry, I was thinking of off-white. What color are my marbles?
Blue. White.
They're orange. Recite the first 20 words of Homer's Iliad. How many of each animal did Moses take on the ark?
Two.
Wrong. Moses didn't have an ark. Noah did. Now our final question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Huh?
Well, that about does it for today's contestants. Join us next time. Our guest will be Dr. Ruth Westheimer, showing us the thrills of analogical. First prize is directed.
Calypso Now is a Jünker Sajak production. All contestants must pass stringent eligibility and electromagnetic requirements. No animals were harmed in the filming of this show and were 90% post-consumer product.
Holy cow. Thank you for that lovely whatever. So we're about ready to wind up this crazy show of ours. It's been an exciting 5 minutes. Oh my God. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't handle that much time.
Know any good jokes, Fritz?
Oh, no. Well,
There's a revelation.
Yeah, let me consult my card. No cameras? No. That's great. No cameras on the show. What are we going to do with no cameras? Nothing. We can't do anything. I don't know. For those of you people out there, that doesn't make any sense, but those people out there who are watching and don't have cable, we will be airing, if that was funny, we'll be airing the show in the M Shop in the Memorial Union Fridays at 3:34 and 23 seconds promptly. That's right, every Friday in the M Shop at 3:34 and 23 seconds. All your favorite episodes of Ordinary Iowa. In addition to that, like I said, we do have a web page, and it will be operating in due time, so bear with us. Just keep checking the crazy thing. It doesn't cost you a dime. It'll be lovely, I'm sure. We got a big team of mice working on it. Also, of course, after spring break, the second week of... Hey, who's got the beeping watch? It breaks my concentration. Oh, hi, Tom. The Ordinary Iowa Marathon, of course, as you all know. All those shows you missed, and we're really sorry. That's right. We'll be starting those the second week of the... Hi, it's Tom Pepper, the director. Anyway, the Ordinary Iowa Marathon, as I was saying, the second week of after we come back from break, beginning on Monday the 24th, in fact, we will be airing episodes 1 through 5 that whole week, and the following week, the Monday, we'll be airing this show, and the next day, Tuesday, will be followed by the live 7th show ever produced.
Ordinary Iowa Inferno.
That's right. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. It's kind of weird seeing
director out here?
the director. I mean, who's running the show? I don't know. Tell me, Tom, how much time do we have left? Do you guys know? I don't know. But anyway, there are rumors. Now, don't quote me on this, and I hope that I don't get in trouble for saying this. But we're thinking about having perhaps our good friend Dr. Abian back on the net. Now, we haven't asked Dr. Abian if he would come back, but we're going to ask Dr. Abian if he would come back perhaps to the show. She's trying to freak me out. Oh, I know what's happening. I was supposed to measure the crew. Okay, Tom, go ahead and stand up, and if you could just step on this down there, maybe. Yeah. Looks like Tom's about 177 centimeters. Mr. Kurtz.
Now, Fritz.
Yes.
I have a small announcement to make. I know this isn't quite the.
He's coming in about 184 centimeters.
This isn't quite the appropriate time to do this, but as of now, despite my campaign manager skipping town on me.
Wrap it up. What are you doing? Quick.
I'm running for mayor. That's right. Tyler Utes, November 1997, mayor for the city of Ames. It's about time the students have a representative.